Hey YouTube, Ranger Dan here. I wanted to show you guys a new item that I recently picked up, the Survival Fire Pin. This particular item is something I just picked up. I got it from Unique Titanium, great little company. I'll give you a link to their site. But one of the things that's neat about this pen is it offers multiple ways of starting a fire. The first one is, if you unscrew this about a quarter of a turn, you can just pull this out, and it's a fire piston. If you're not familiar with fire pistons, a fire piston, basically you put a small piece of char cloth in here, and then you put it back into this tube. Now you would tighten up this end again and it would create a seal. So once it's in there, you would smash these two items together until it compresses all the way down to the bottom, and when you pull it up, you should have an ember. How this is doing it is, when you're compressing the air in this piston, it superheats the air down here to the point it'll catch your char cloth on fire. Then you pull it out very quickly, and if you do it right, you'll have a burning ember. And I'll demonstrate that in a moment. But another reason why I really like this particular item is because it has multiple uses, or multiple ways of creating a fire. Not only can you use it with the fire piston, but if you unscrew this piece right here, there's a little container inside of this tube which allows you to carry a ferrocerium rod. So you have two different ways of starting a fire in the one thing. In order to strike that, it comes with a striker, and I'll show you the rest of those contents. This is the bag that it comes in. It gives you instructions on how to start or use the item, as well as it comes with some char cloth already ready for you. So that's kind of neat. So you don't have to make some. If you're interested in knowing how to make some, I'm going to put up a video about making char cloth a little bit later. Next in here, it also has a striker. So it's just got a little metal striker that you can use to strike the ferrocerium rod, which is kind of nice. So and it's pretty small. You can also use a hacksaw blade or a knife. Really, any kind of knife would work on ferrocerium rods. And then it comes with an additional O-ring for here when it's down. One thing it does not come with, which you would need for continued use, is some kind of lubricant. You can use petroleum jelly, you can use chapstick, you can use pig fat, really anything. But you need to give this some lubrication here in order to work. And Vaseline will work as well. So you can just take a tiny dab of it on your finger and then just put it on the piston. And just make sure you get this O-ring, so that one, it doesn't dry out as well. And then you just put it on the piston real good. And then you can store it again. Okay, once you have the fire piston, what you want to do is take a piece of char cloth, and you kind of want to shove it right into this little divot right here. Pull off any excess, and you want to make sure that it's kind of flush with just a tiny bit protruding out. Not too much though, but you want it to kind of be in there fairly decent. So about that much, give or take. Then what I do when lighting these is I'll find a firm place to put it on, like a rock or a table or whatever. I'm gonna be doing this outside, so probably a rock or a log. You got to put it on there, and what you want to do is you want to smack it as hard as you can down to the bottom, pull it up as fast as you can in one movement, because you might get it ignited and then you don't pull it up fast enough, and then what will happen is it will just put itself out, snuff itself out. So let's give it a shot. And oh, there you go. Third time's a charm. And you can see the embers glowing right there. And what you could do is you could either have 2 tinder balls ready. One, what I usually do is I have a separate piece of char cloth that will go onto like a bird's nest. And then once I get this glowing, I'll just touch it to the second piece, because it's kind of a pain to dig this out of this little crevice. So what I'll just use is touch it, and it'll ignite that one, and then you can start with your fire. Alright, that's just a demonstration of the Survival Pen 2. You can pick yours up at Unique Titanium. I'll have a link at the bottom. Thanks, guys. Wrench it in out.